Hello, I'm Tom Booker, Senior Instructor. Thank you for joining me. This video tutorial is over the stomp, one of our kicking techniques. Now, we'll be working from a standing base position here. Our feet spread just a little over shoulder width wide, parallel to each other. We'll just put our hands on our hips from right now. I'm going to start with my heel in the middle of the circle here. I'm just lifting my front knee, coming down onto my heel this way. Just up and touch. Up and touch. Up and touch. Now for this to work properly, I've got to keep most of my weight shifted onto my back leg so I can lift my front leg. To get power into this, I need a fairly good motion on that front leg. If I've got my weight more evenly split between the two, this is the kind of thing I'm going to get, this kind of bump, 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 and it's simply not that effective. So I want to be sure my weight's on my back leg. I can pick it up and bring it down. And I want to be focusing my strike through my heel. I don't want to come down with the entire flat sole of my foot. I want to focus everything through the heel here. Just like that. Down and touch. Now after the first few of these, we'll go a little faster and a little harder, getting a stronger strike. You can get a very strong strike with this skill. It's an attack toward an opponent's foot. Now, the foot is a fairly small target, so after you've worked with this a bit, working on touching the middle of that circle every time, that circle is a lot bigger than my foot is. The ideal target for this is an old shoe. So set the shoe up this way. I'm coming up and touching down right on top, here and here. I've got to be very accurate with this for it to be effective. If I'm just a few inches off one way or the other, all I'm going to do is dig holes in the ground with my heel. I have got to come right down on top of the foot. This area here, for this to be an effective strike. Working with a shoe is a good way to practice this, here and here. But do make sure it's an old shoe that you don't want anymore, because this is going to use it up. A serious practice on this is going to take a lot out of that shoe. So don't use something nice, use something you're finished with. Now, once you're comfortable with that, you're getting a powerful, accurate strike. The last part of working with this is finding your partner's foot with it, and you're going to need to be very careful with this. Now we'll set this aside, and Mr. Cohen, if I could have your help with this. Would you go right foot out in front, please? Now, what I'm going to do here to find my partner's foot, yeah, I can do it visually this way if I'm far enough back and find it that way. But at this point, I'm really a long way away. I don't necessarily want to move any closer. I should probably be moving away, keeping my distance. So, but let's imagine a situation where I've been, if you would please, grabbed, and pulled in like this. And at that point, I can't see down very well, but I need this guy to let go. So I'm going to pick up my front foot. I'm going to touch his shin, slide down his shin. There's his foot, right at the bottom of his shin. And I'm just gently going to press a little bit. And then I'm going to come off. Yeah, touch, slide down, and gently press. Thank you, Mr. Biscott. Do not stamp on your partner's foot. But you do want to be able to find that foot at need. And it is very simple. Just touch their shin, ride their shin down. You will find their foot at the bottom of their shin. Well, that is the foot stomp. Thank you very much for joining me.